At least now it seems like it's time to come face to face with your fear. I'ma come out swinging when they open the gate. Go ahead, call passion, I'm calling it rage. I'm taking what's mine like I already own it. Watch but don't blink, going here to the moment. Here's to the moment.
And we are back with the match that's gonna be next deciding factor, and we are going into our match number 4, I believe.
Yeah, and right now Beijing Weibo got 2 against eStarPro with 1, and it's gonna be game 4. You know, actually we can brought in some histories. These two teams play against each other for 22 times, and Weibo wins 6 out of them, and Wuhan eStarPro win 16 times.
Oh, that number actually, doesn't work in Beijing Weibo's favor. Actually, eStar has a lot more wins over Beijing Weibo in the history of the comeback between them. So, yeah, I feel like, but this new version, I feel like Beijing Weibo does have the chance to fight back here.
Yeah, again, I was so surprised about how fast they are adapt to the new patch, right? Actually, not only for Beijing Weibo, but also for Wuhan eStarPro, you can see as being the top players in KPL region, how talented they are.
Yeah, they are, yeah. And for the round 4 is going to be another deciding factor. I feel like eStars need to pull out the hero they want to play. They need to use those really meta pick hero, but I feel like the BP, like Weibo is just banning them away.
Yeah, maybe they are going to lock in maybe like Liliana or some, really powerful hero in this new patch or something like this. But anyway, Beijing will definitely win the upper hand right now. But it's going to be the time for Wuhan eStarPro to give some answer back. This time, game 4, Wuhan eStarPro chose to stand on the blue side, and as for Beijing, we won the red.
Yeah, so you can see that BP phase already going off. Zip taking out Zanio, getting out. Also, Butterfly as always on that ban spot. I feel like Butterfly is not going to be coming out of that
not fly
position.
Anyway.
Yeah, not flying anyway. Also, Slims, another really threat to the tank in the front line. So, yeah.
Caffeine.
Yeah, Caffeine is going to be the first pick for Wuhan eStar. And already have a lot of damage right there. So damage-wise, they do not have to worry because this ADC super late game is going to be a tremendous amount of damage.
And as you guys may be so familiar with HOK version, Caffeine would be more like a hybrid Lady Sun and Mongya.
Yeah,
and Kea.
And Kea.
And all these 3 heroes are signature heroes for each gen.
And Garo, I feel like, too.
Yeah.
So many heroes' abilities combined into one ultimate weapon.
Yeah.
And maybe we're going to see Aoi for the first time.
Oh, Aoi, we mentioned about this Spider Girl, right? The second ability allows her to swing around, be so free around the map, and also Liliana.
Yeah, I feel like Aoi can travel around the map in the shortest time possible. Just like 1-2 swings, maybe like almost as fast as Murad.
Oh, yeah. So the second ability allow this hero to rotate fast and support the side lane. So again, it seems like Wuhan eStarPro trying to prioritize the jungler, right? Let him to play the assassin again, and also let Shinrong to play assassin mage again. Try to highlight their mid lane and also the jungler, let them to carry the pace, right? To lead the game pace.
Yes, also when seeing Zuka back on the map again. Zuka, this really tanky, also really sustainable jungle. And yeah, the early game, he is just dominant. I feel like he's always really strong, no matter it's an early game, mid game, late game. He always can make stuff happen in this hero.
True. That might be something to do with his tankiness, but also damage out, right?
Yes.
Before the equipment has been built by Zuka, he will rely on his own HP and try to be so tanky. But after he got like fully decked out, he can do a massive amount of damage at the same time to be so tanky.
Yes. And here
Ooh,
is Lombard.
Finally.
Lombard with Zuka, another super tanky duo that's gonna be on Beijing Weibo team. And yeah, this dynamic duo probably is gonna make some invasions happening, or is gonna be well protected of their own territories.
Yeah, and also that gives me some feeling that the last pick for Beijing Weibo might be some assassin, like true assassin. I mean, like the top laner might be a true warrior.
Yes. And here, actually, Zhang Fei is not a bad pick. Zhang Fei can initiate, Zhang Fei can, protect, and Yizhen gonna go pick that hero for the top laner. It's gonna be Irie, and they have a lot of assassins this match. I feel like back to eStarPro, they're using some assassins this time too. They're using mostly AoE hero this time.
Yeah.
Now they're pulling some of the cards out.
Yeah. Wow. The last pick for Beijing Weibo, instead of going for some warrior, they take Lianpo out. This kind of draft just remind me of their playing style again. Like for Wuhan eStarPro, they never take any step back, right? Even though they fall behind for the score, but they still want to do it in an aggressive way, right?
Yeah.
Everyone try to showcase. Zhang Fei is more like a well-rounded hero. But it's not like he can't impact the whole drop, right? It's more like they try to doing the solos on all three lanes and try to win themselves the priority. And as for Beijing Weibo, after they picking up the level, it will be super tanky.
Yeah.
It's so solid.
Their team, Beijing Weibo, has 3 massive tank.
Yeah.
I feel like, this Chao Shi, this Terry, this player is just gonna be super safe because you get the protection from Lombard, you get the protection from Lianpo, and you got the Zuka in the front line dealing those damages, be absorbing those attacks from the Ulsan eStarPro. So as long as Terry remain in a safe distance, it shouldn't be a problem for her to stay alive.
So it's more like just like what we said. After Chaoshi got 2 MVPs in a row, right? Right now, Beijing Weibo try to play kind of like a single core playing style, right? The strategy, they try to protect Chaoshi, secure him, and let him to do those constant output. Because they know that Chaoshi is trustworthy. He might be in his best day right now in this arena.
Yes, I feel like he's doing really good today. So they're shifting their core to a different player.
Yeah.
So I really like this strategy, adapting on the fly. Whatever works, go with it.
Yeah, if you can win, then why not, right?
And also, there's going to be a penalty according to the KIC rule, as we mentioned here.
Well, because they had a this is a penalty for Wuhan eStarPro, right? And they need to stick right into our rules and just need more respect to the rules.
They like rest a little bit, over time. The limit was like, you have to get back at a certain time, but so the penalty goes down to Ulsan eStarPro.
Yes, but anyway, this is gonna be game 4, right? And Wuhan eStarPro, though they fall behind a little bit on the score, they still need to fight it back.
Yeah, I feel like they still have the power and the capability to do so, since judging from their past history of the win rates over Beijing Weibo, they should have the capacity, but this time we're doing this tailor-made version, so I feel like everything is pretty much balanced here.
True. And now let's dive right into game 4. Well, it be Wuhan eStarPro, the eternal star, trying to fight it back, make it tie, or it will be Beijing Weibo gaining himself the match point.
That's right. Beijing Weibo is facing a really good chance of trying to get the match point because they're 1 point ahead. So they're feeling really good about this one. Wuhan eStarPro, on the other hand, they still have to get this point back in order not to fall behind.
And that kind of the situation will pressure more on Wuhan eStarPro, right? Because we know that this kind of aggressive draft just need to be executed in an explosive way. No way retreat, need to fight.
Look at that massive damage
Wait,
from
wait,
Iggy.
this first ability! With the
Oh
first
my
ability!
god! He can drop so much
Imagine.
bomb. The flash goes out. First ball goes to Iggy. He still managed maybe to get away.
And here comes Aoi, trying to gain themselves the victory. And here it comes another kill, goes over to Wuhan eStarPro, so they make it a tie.
Yes, but Iggy, the first ability, so much damage, and he can throw more bombs,
Then Shimon Shi.
Yeah, Shimon Shi, like his kit, like the way he inputted, just so much damage. And Zhang Fei, being the tanky support that he is, he still went down.
Yeah.
And here is the revenge. Actually, here's 3 members of eStar, 4 members going in after that red. Here's Zuka running underneath the towers, managed to stay alive. Lumber also going back home. They're gonna recall, so they're missing some of the resources from the jungle. Aoi is continuing to farm, getting that double buff, and great start for Aoi. Even kill counts right now.
And for the first skirmish, actually, Huanchen just using, just it's like infinite bomb.
Yeah, I feel like it's like an infinity pocket of bombs. Just take out like a rabbit in a magic trick hat. Just take it out, take it out, take it out. And sooner or later, know it, like Zhang Fei just went down.
Also, you can see how great job that Aoi can do, right? So stunning this hero it was on the battlefield. Every single time when Luo Suyan comes in by using second ability or combined with the first ability, he can get great control on Beijing Weibo, those soft controls, right? And let him to have the timing to complete the kill. So I do believe that Wuhan eStarPro this time, they try to prioritize Luo Suyan again. Try to just feed him with more gold and lead the game.
Yeah, I feel like Aoi is first making his her first appearance in today's game, so you know, I really have you know, not much of a high expectation, but you know, if I keep my high expectation here, I feel like my disappointment is gonna be greater. So I'm just gonna keep it cool and let's see if Lu Xun can carry this game.
Right?
Yeah, wait and see. No spoilers.
Okay, no spoilers.
That's right.
But I do can feel that Lu Xun practice this hero a lot.
Yeah.
Because like Aoi's second ability is kind of like Monkey's ulti, right?
Yeah. Yeah, try to like swing in a circular motion, and it actually is a longer range. You know, you can travel the map, like maybe like four or five swing. You already travel like 70% of the map.
And swing in and make something happen. And right now, Wuhan eStarPro, they're playing really aggressively. They're trying to press Beijing Weibo a lot and pressure a lot at the bottom lane. Everyone just been setting unit, and at the same time, as they are keep pressuring on Beijing Weibo's bottom lane, Luo Xun was farming at the other side of the map.
Yi Zhen in trouble here. Here's gonna be immunity. Then pull flash knockup, and it's Caffeine is gonna go down right here. And Beijing Weibo going in for the kill, but the rest of the team are here. Irie knocking down them for 1-for-1, but Caffeine went down first. Caffeine is a little bit vulnerable right now. Not much protection from Zhang Fei. Zhang Fei only had that second ability to give you a short amount of shield, but he does not have the ultimate at that time.
True. I mean, like, this skirmishes definitely will be in favor of Beijing Weibo since they trade their top laners, which will be the tank, for the marksman from Wuhan eStarPro, right? Will be the Caffeine. But after the skirmishes, Wuhan eStarPro, they trade the Tyrant, they trade the blue buff, steal it away, so try to, you know, even it out. So that's the reason why these two strong teams, they're always trying to, you know, gain something back.
Yes, definitely. And now, you know, they lost their bottom tower, so maybe they want to get it back. Here's the flash coming from Lombard, just barely making out alive. Here is going to be Aoi just chasing down its enemies at a quick pace. But here Yi Zhen still using that rapid fire mode. He was able to clean up those towers so easy. Terry also might want to help, you know, just stay underneath the tower waiting for reinforcement to arrive, because his damage is not going to be enough to take down this Yi Zhen by himself.
True. Well, our audience who's familiar with HOK can just take Caffeine somehow like Mongya, right? Just keep doing those outfits, shooting out those bullets. And also the ulti is more like Mongya's ulti, but with a greater damage.
Yes, and Caffeine can move while she's activating every single ability in her book.
Yeah.
And
ooh,
here's
the
jumping,
ulti!
it's initiation. Here's the bloody foil gun coming out of Yi Zhen, and he just doing damage with those Gatling guns. Liliana clean up Limpo. That is the first great play coming from Wuhan eStarPro.
That was insane. It was an incredible engagement because you can see the angle exactly for Ziyang, right? He just caught in because the million style tower is still standing there for Beijing Weibo. So actually Weibo do not have that kind of feeling like, alright, you're gonna be so put in all the efforts to, you know, just kind of like try to trade the milling tower. But Wuhan eStarPro just did it in that way, right? Do it thoroughly
Yes, I like the engagement from
Blue
Ziyan. You know,
team has
he knows
destroyed
that
a
like these two
tower.
enemies moving underneath the tower, and we're going for that replay. The tower's still there, but
Yeah.
boom! Look at that engagement from Liliana and the follow-up damage coming from Ejun. It was really perfect. 4 enemies going in on 1 hero. That was insane.
And I do like the synergy between Ejun and Ziyang to be played as a duo for Wuhan eStarPro, because the angle after Zhang Fei did that engagement, Ejun just directly came up with his damage dog.
Yes,
Exactly
here's
at
the
the same
flash coming in from Lombard. Lombard using the ultimate, able to land on Ejun. Ejun goes down. There might be trouble for Wuhan eStar. They might want to back up, but Irie's still doing all those true damage. Zuka goes down, and Limpo is on the run right now. 1 for 1, and Infinity Blade is going out to Ejun, so those damages are building up right now.
Wow, Beijing Weibo caught a really nice moment and did that kill
team
on
has
Ejun,
destroyed
and that
a
kind of
tower.
just, you know, hold it on a little bit and buy more time for themselves to clean up those minions, because like Iggy is great at cleaning up those minions, but not Vanguard.
Yes, definitely. And right now, both teams, you know, kind of pushing in. Here is gonna be
Owie!
Aoi
Single!
going in, using the ultimate. He was able to be untargetable for that amount of time, so he can use that ultimate backward actually to get out of those tough situations.
Yeah, I mean, like, Wilson is playing in a quite deft way, right?
Uh-huh.
He just went in, swing out, and tried to trick out some, like, crucial initiative skills from Beijing Weibo's hero,
Sort of
right?
like bake their skills out. You know?
Yeah.
You know, like, I want you to use this ability so you won't have that ability for the next, you know, couple seconds, or you're not gonna have it available in that next battle.
True.
So it's a really good strategy for eStars to do that. You know, try to bait them out. Try to, you know, bait them out and fight on their high grounds.
Yeah. And right now, Wuhan eStarPro got such a significant goal lead,
Here
and
we
they're
go,
waiting
the
for the
back
team
battle.
fight.
Here's Limpo, everybody going in like a chaos. Lombard activating ultimate. Here is going to be the first victim. Falls down, Irie goes down, and Liliana clean up Zuka. Zuka who had 1 for 1, but Ejun still on the back line, firing its targets, firing its missiles out of this gun. And that gun is going to come out in a cone-shaped area, damaging everybody in that AoE position.
True. Ejun always find him such a comfortable place for him to doing the output. So it's more like Wuhan eStarPro. They try really hard to get their hand on the high ground tower from Beijing Weibo, but they're sending only 1 link in the mid, and that's definitely not gonna be enough. Especially when Beijing Weibo got Iggy as the mid laner, right? So Beijing Weibo just play around their high ground tower, utilizing the crowd control and try to fight it back.
Yeah, I feel like Beijing WB does have great tanks, early burst damage, but their burst damage is not gonna do a lot of damage because they're short of damage a little bit. And here's gonna be Irie on the top, and here's gonna be this Aoi doing its thing, getting the first kill already, and they're pushing back Weibo into its corners right now, and that's what, you know, Weibo did to them. So Wuhan eStarPro is getting their revenge for their third game.
I mean, it hasn't been 10 minutes. It hasn't been 10 minutes, but Wuhan eStarPro play it in such a high tempo way. And right now, it seems like they try to play it in a clean way. They're sending those minions into the high ground tower on the top. Aoi swinging again,
Yeah,
trying
double
to split
swing.
them.
And here, actually, he went back using that teleportation flower, able to teleport right away to the
Ooh.
Tyrant's position.
Yeah.
And I thought he was going back home, but he was not.
Yeah, because he is Lu Siyuan, right?
Yeah.
The most sophisticated jungler in KPO region. So he definitely know like, what's going to be his next movement. He wants to maximize their advantage.
Yes, and you can see that orb coming out of Liliana, the magical burst damage after the second ability on that fox form. It really follows its enemies, dealing a high amount of damage. But Limpo, you know, actually absorbed that damage. So tank right now.
And with the buff granted by the Dark Tyrant, it seems like Wuhan eStarPro tried to close out the game. They're now sending those
Here's
super
come
minions
Aoi
and guys out there
cleaning
again.
up
Whoa.
this quadrant. Quadrant goes down. Limpo goes down. The rest of the squad goes down. Last man standing for Beijing Weibo and Wuhan eStarPro just cleaning out the map. congratulations to Wuhan eStarPro.
And again, Wuhan eStarPro just evened it up. So we are going to game 5. That's
What?
exactly what we're looking for. The first debut for these two teams in our 2023 KIC tournament.
You know what, Laura? I'm just wishing for a BO7 Ultimate Battle.
The Ultimate Battle, come on, Ultimate Battle.
That's right, Ultimate Battle is all we wish for, and these team has to go all in. The first match, like we mentioned, like how important it is to go into the group stage on the first day. Such an honor, and it's gonna be once you get that first win, you're just much better off.
Yeah, I mean like it's kind of like surprising, but not that surprising. Once I see Wuhan eStarPro taking out such an explosive and aggressive comp, even if they fall behind, right? And they just fight it back. And as for Beijing Weibo, they try to play it in a safe way, but well, come on, it's Wuhan eStarPro, right?
Yeah, I feel like Beijing Weibo, their playstyle could be a little bit more aggressive. Like it fits them well, and with that 3 assassin composition, like in the game number 3, it actually went pretty well for them. So I wanted to see they can continue what they do. They're gonna feel a lot more comfortable, or they can adjust, but it might be a small risk because they have to adapt to this new playing style.
Yeah, I mean like it depends on those states that these players are right now in it, but it seems like Beijing Weibo, they're trying to figure it out because they know after Wuhan eStarPro, even the score up, still we don't know where the game will be, right? We don't know what kind of direction it will lead. But no doubt is that they already get well prepared for this new patch, and they're bringing out so many new heroes. So I bet maybe they're just gonna stick to those new heroes again for game 5.
Yeah. And also game number 5 and game number 6 is gonna be really crucial because it's gonna be a test of your hero pool. The heroes is gonna be less and less. You already use up pretty much all of your heroes, all of the good heroes, but these hero pools is gonna be really limited. It's gonna be a test of these players and how they can adjust to these limited hero pools.
True. So there's 2 things need to be solved by these 2 teams. One is about the hero pool, right? You already consumed a lot of heroes, and since the hero pool is quite limited, I mean there's only 94 heroes in this new patch, so that's gonna be the first question for them. And the second is that the next game will be the match point for both teams.
Match point.
Yeah.
Once you win that game, you just need to win one more to get to the group stage. And I still feel like Butterfly is not out yet.
Butterfly, yeah.
Butterfly. I feel like...
I mean, she just will be the permanent ban, I guess.
Permanent ban. I feel like both teams have used Zip already, right?
Weibo didn't use them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they still have the chance to do that. But eStarPro probably knows that. They really considering really carefully what to ban, what not to ban, or maybe trick them to ban a position. Psychological game here.
Yeah. But anyway, the draft matters a lot, right?
Yes.
And it feels like whoever trying to play in an aggressive way, who will got the final win.
Yeah.
Right?
I feel like the more fights in this Taylor version, I mean, the bigger the fights, the better. The more the merrier. So after you win the big fights, you gain more stuff like objectives, towers, and dragons. Hopefully, that keep the strategy alive for Beijing Weibo. I mean, it works for the 3 assassins, so I see why not.
Yeah, and I mean, I do like the new patch. To be honest, I do like the new patch. And, well, it's basically because this new patch allowed these heroes to come out and they're quite OP, and it just kind of give more priority on individual powers, on individual skills, right? Because we know that in KPO region, the summer season, like the Challenger Cup, the spring season, because we have such a long history, right, to let the tournament runs, so we have quite settled comps, right? You're always gonna, okay, Luban Master with this Luban number 7, or like Min with blah blah blah. You do have those, stereotypes or consensus on those duels, but in this patch, everything is just chaotic, and it was just being unknown.
I feel like this patch kind of really tailors more towards Beijing Weibo because
Why?
Yeah, I feel like their solo skills. I mean, they have more, doing a lot of dangerous, risky things. But on the other hand, eStarPro just like, they're really playing it safe because they're like a more team-oriented playing style. And when they get these solo kind of heroes, maybe they still want to work together as a team. So they're afraid to get separated. That's another risk that they want to take, because once they stay together, if they get taken out, everybody's out. You can't just put all your eggs in one basket. It's gonna scatter and it's gonna break. It's gonna be good if they remain together, if they can fight as a team, but they have to watch out because everyone is really strong in this game.
Yeah, I mean, like, I agree with you that Wuhan eStarPro is quite team fight oriented, but it made me feel like, because due to the selection that they have, it's more like they try to empower the individuality, right? Because they are carrying out a lot of OP heroes, but the gold matters a lot, right?
Yes.
They can do the team fight, but they need gold to let them achieve that. Alright, this time MVP goes to Luo Siyuan.
Yes, Luo Siyuan with that team fight, 54% damage, 44.3k, and that perfect KDA. 2-0, died 0 times, 4 assists, and yeah, he was just like farming non-stop, and he just was in the right place at the right time.
And do you remember that the activity he did after like they got that skirmishes? Well, let's just go through those replays again, like the highlights. This kind of combo, it was insane. Ziyang, the angle of Zhang Fei's ulti, right? Break it and open the window for Wuhan eStarPro, and the last team fight. Just swing in, get an insta kill on Hua Zhen, the only hero that had the ability to clean up the minion waves.
That's right, getting the priority targets on time. This is gonna be Luo Siyuan's playing ground, using that AoE at the best level here.
And we can feel like Luo Siyuan is being really serious about the game, because he know that he need to carry the responsibilities. And actually, we can talk a little bit more about the history for these two teams, because we know that they're considered as two of the most iconic teams in KPL region.
Yes.
I bet you also heard their names, right? But the problem is actually in this year, they have been through a lot of things. So I would say they are at their lowest time right now.
Yes.
Because like in the Challenger Cup, these two teams actually end up in the group stage, which is, they rarely had that kind of situation happen.
Yeah.
So this time, when we're in the highest level of the whole tournament, I do believe that these two teams are gonna use their whole energy and try to, solidify their and guard their reputation.
Definitely. They want to try their best because of the Challenge Cup. They were both in the group stage. Both teams just think like, this is unacceptable. We are much better than this.
Exactly.
That's right. We want to fight for our glory.
Yeah. So after this, we can see these two teams already tied it up. 2-2 will be the result. And next matchup, we will see the match point. Who's gonna gain for that match point? After the short break, we will be back.
All right. See you in a little bit.